Lil Baby revealed in a shocking confession that he was actually forced by his team to hop on Young Thug's newly released album despite their lingering beef, admitting that he went against his will and only did it because of pressure. And while the feature may look like a sign of reconciliation on the surface, Baby made it clear that he and Thugger are still not on good terms, sparking an uproar across the hip-hop community. Now, let's get deep into this story because it's one that has the industry buzzing. The relationship between Lil Baby and Young Thug has always been one of fascination to fans, industry insiders, and fellow rappers alike. On one hand, they both hail from Atlanta, a city that has birthed more rap legends than almost any other in the last 2 decades. They both represent 2 different generations of trap music evolution, with Thugger being the eccentric pioneer who helped change the sonic direction of the genre, and Baby being the newer face of polished, street-rooted, melodic rap that has dominated the charts. On the other hand, their bond has been marked by friction, subtle tension, and moments that suggest their relationship is far from stable. So when Young Thug dropped his brand new project, a heavily anticipated album given everything he's been facing with his legal troubles, and fans saw Lil Baby's name on one of the tracks, the internet immediately assumed that some sort of reconciliation had been reached. Maybe time had healed the wounds. Maybe mutual respect overrode personal grudges. Maybe the 2 Atlanta giants realized that standing together meant more than beefing. But when Lil Baby finally addressed the situation publicly, he shattered that entire narrative. In a candid moment that caught even his most loyal fans off guard, Baby admitted that the collaboration was not his idea at all. In fact, he revealed that he didn't want to be on the album. He said straight up that he was forced by his team, his management, his label, the people around him who handle business and branding, to make the move. And he made it clear that it went against his own will. His exact words hit the culture like a bombshell. "We still not on good terms. That ain't me making peace. I did that because I was pushed into it. My team wanted it. I ain't want it." Please do not forget to like this video, share, and subscribe to this channel if you want more updates like this. Thank you. Now, let's get back into the video. Those words carry heavy weight because they expose the often hidden power struggles between artists and their teams. Fans tend to believe that every feature, every verse, every collab is purely a product of artistic choice and personal relationships. But Baby just pulled back the curtain on how the industry really works. Sometimes it's not about what the artist wants. It's about what makes sense to the business machine behind them. And in this case, Lil Baby's brand, career trajectory, and market power were put in a position where collaborating with Thug was seen as necessary, even if it didn't align with his personal feelings. So now the narrative shifts. What was once celebrated as a possible moment of peace between 2 Atlanta heavyweights is actually being revealed as a forced business decision. And that changes everything. Fans are split right down the middle. Some say that Baby is right for speaking his truth. They argue that it's important for him to make it clear that he's not co-signing Thug just because their voices ended up on the same track. Others, though, think Baby should have kept that to himself, that revealing he was forced into it makes him look weak, like he doesn't control his own career, and even potentially makes his team look like they're manipulating him for clout. The debate is intense because it touches on loyalty, authenticity, and a constant push and pull between artistry and industry politics. But let's take a step back and really analyze the bigger picture here. Why would Lil Baby's team force him to be on Thugger's album? The answer is layered. First, Young Thug is still one of the most influential rappers of his generation, even while he's locked in legal battles. A new album from him is guaranteed to be a cultural moment. Having Lil Baby on that track not only boosts the album's visibility, but it also ties Baby's name to an event that's bigger than just music. It's a statement of Atlanta still standing strong. For Baby's team, this is a win-win. Baby stays connected to Thug's legacy, Atlanta unity gets a PR boost, and both sides benefit commercially. Second, hip-hop is a business where alliances often matter more than personal feelings. Labels, managers, and executives think about partnerships in terms of numbers, streams, and charts. If putting Baby on Thug's album secures millions more streams, helps radio traction, and makes headlines, then the business argument outweighs whatever personal grudges might exist. To the machine, this is strategy. To Baby, it's betrayal of his will. Third, there's a question of optics. Young Thug has been painted in many lights over the years, from visionary to controversial to embattled figure fighting the justice system. Featuring Lil Baby, arguably the biggest name in Atlanta right now, sends a message. Thug still has respect, still has ties, and still has the power to command features from the top-tier artists. From the outside, it looks like Atlanta solidarity. But inside, Baby is saying it was nothing of the sort. It was business, not brotherhood. This revelation puts Baby in a complicated position. By telling the truth, he earns points for authenticity. His fans know he's not fake, not pretending to be on good terms when he isn't. But it also risks burning bridges with his own team, and potentially with Thugger's camp too, because calling out that kind of behind-the-scenes maneuvering publicly is like breaking the unspoken code of the industry. And if there's one thing the industry hates, it's when an artist starts talking too openly about the way the sausage is made. Now, let's dive deeper into the beef itself, because understanding why this is such a big deal requires knowing the history between Baby and Thugger. Their relationship has always been complicated. At one point, Young Thug was seen as a mentor-like figure in Atlanta, opening doors for the new generation of rappers. But over time, egos, competition, and street politics created fractures. Lil Baby carved out his lane as the biggest star in Atlanta, arguably eclipsing even Thug in terms of mainstream success. And that dynamic alone created friction. Add in whispers about personal disagreements, loyalty questions, and the fact that both men have their own loyal camps who don't always get along. And you start to see why a simple collaboration carries so much baggage. So when fans heard the track, they thought, maybe this is a start of healing. But now Baby's words confirm the opposite. The beef is alive, the tension is real, and the song is nothing more than a forced product of the industry's invisible hand. The reaction online has been explosive. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all flooded with takes. Some fans say Baby was wrong to air it out because it disrespects Thug's album rollout. Others applaud him for being real and showing that not everything in the music industry is what it seems. Memes are being made left and right, with Baby painted as someone sitting in the studio reluctantly recording his verse, and Thug laughing in the background.